Hello everyone, welcome back. Today is part 3. More or less, it's a lot different than other models. As you can see, it's not as similar. Where you have what we're really gonna start off is do some simple stuff, such as we're gonna connect the mouth to the head. We're gonna make the hair a lot more stylized, and maybe make the feet a little less, defined. This video is not really gonna be the longest, but anyways, let's kick into it. Let's start out with what we always do and get ourselves edge loops put into these cubes. One there, one there, one there. And one there. So now what we always do, go to object mode and select. So that's what we have. If you notice, I didn't really add any dimensions. This is because what we're gonna do is mostly move this part outwards and upwards. So let's go into vertex mode. And the thing we're gonna do what we're gonna try to do is take this area here and basically just these. Then we take that and inward. Let's look at that. That's kind of what we were looking for. Next step, we're going to actually just hit the hair right now so that we don't need to worry about it for the rest of the model. The hair is just wavy. You don't really need more reference. All you really need to do is make it wavy. In that sense, we're going to add, first off, some divisions. Then we're going to do and get some edge loops. And now we basically have a little. If you're wondering that some videos I don't do the spheres, it's because the spheres don't really need a lot of high poly. So far, what we're really looking for in our model right now for the 3 parts of the video is mostly adding, these designs like the hair curls and everything. And the spheres are kind of just what we want just to stay the same. There's not really any defined way to do it. What we're really just going to do is select different vertices and raise them up and down accordingly. So let's make that. If you look at it, there's hair coming out from the front. So what we're going to do here, select this entire side, move it, and just get, something like that. That's going to be the first part of the hair. There's different hair. Like in this area here, there's going to be like this weird curve that comes with that. Let's first check something. This could be a little less defined. We'll get to that part later. Now let's go for the hair on his, on his neck. So let's first add some divisions. This is what we're going to do for most of the hair pieces. Because we need, more, we do need a lot more of these divisions so that we get more vertices so that we can, outline it a lot more cleaner. That's good. Go vertex mode. And what we're just going to start out with is this curl. So we're just going to move that downward and move this downwards. Basically do that. And then we're going to forward in, select these three, and just simply move those upwards. Everything else is just not as defined. What we're just going to do is like move this out a bit. That's kind of what we're looking for. There's not a lot of hair on this part of the model. Since we're on this area, what we're going to do is go for the wings. The wings are not as different as you might think. So let's just test something right here. Let's see what happens when we add more divisions. This is going to look better. So that's perfect. So what we're going to do is do something else that we've not really tried on this channel. We're going to pretty much take one sector and kind of just angle that out. So we're going to take this, we're going to move it down and then outwards. By scale, we're not really going to make it so big. So we're just going to... And the final part, up top. Check the model. And as you can see, there is something here. We're just going to simply move that back. Check. Excellent. It doesn't look as edged, but really that's just a whole crap ton of edge loops. And we're just going to pick these out. Now you know what? So we can define these more. Let's go to Edit Mesh, or actually Mesh Tools. That's fine. Wonderful. Next is this part of the tail. This part's a lot fluffier. As you can see, a lot more not as much bumps. What we're really gonna do is do the same thing we did there, and actually this is gonna be the first tail piece, or like piece we were looking for, that's gonna have that same idea, because there's more like bigger and more well-defined bumps that we can do it a lot easier here, and don't really need a crap ton of edge loops. Now what we're gonna do is take these two sectors and raise them up. Then what we're gonna do kind of like the same idea down here. And move those up. There is kind of like, you see that bump. What we're going to do is do the same idea here. Kind of just like raise it and move it outwards. Make it smaller. That's like the other, you know. Wonderful. And that's what we have for this entire part of the design. Now, if you look at these, I did learn this a while back. We don't want these to be like stubs. If you look at the model here, they're less defined. So what we're going to do is something that we haven't really tried yet. We're going to go to Edge Mode and select every other edge. So the way you do that is click one and then hold Shift while you're selecting them. This will add them to your selection. And what our goal is to make this shape less defined. Delete. As you can see, less defined. But you might be wondering, why is there more of that? It's these edges here, so we're going to delete those. Or actually, those aren't it. But as you can see, I think that's as less defined as we're going to get, to be honest. It doesn't look as bad. What we're going to do is, actually, we'll delete all of these and use this one leg as our final leg piece. So instead of that, let's actually go back into edge mode and do something different by selecting every other on the top part of the leg. Just delete that and delete this. That will make the shape more defined. I mean, less rendered. So now we can easily just Control D it and move it into what we want it to be. This model and last week's model might seem like they took a lot less time. That's because they did. The models in general were a lot different than what I was expecting. They were these very, different models that were honestly pretty fun to do. And a new change from more defined models that I've been getting a while. So before we close out the video, what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to make this So what's going to be our game plan for this? What we're going to try to do is try to insert an edge loop. Let's go into smooth. As you can see, there is that thing with the edge loop. So we're trying to aim for is to make this a lot different. But I'm pretty sure this is going to be extremely difficult, and I don't know if it's going to hit right. So I think we'll just stick with that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the unicorn. Okay, let me just select everything. And just put everything into smooth. So guys, next week I might actually be adding a part 4 for a different part. If you guys, think that would be a great idea, put it in the comments below. I'll see them all. Thank you guys so much for watching this week. If you liked the video, like, subscribe, and comment down below what you think I should do next week. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.